This is Fred Beck and Fred Talks Fighting, proudly sponsored by Boohoo Man. I'm joined by KSI's coach Alexis after the press conference today. We'll just go straight into it, so there's a shorter time here. KSI seemed quite relaxed today, sort of just in his groove.
Yeah, I think he's training's at that point where we're just dropping some weight and getting back to it. So he's feeling it a little bit, And I think just getting up for the fight with Anthony and Slim is not as appealing as someone like Tommy or Jake or Mayweather or Conor McGregor. I don't think it's as, you need to, I think he's got to be up for it. We're not underestimating anyone, but I think there's a bit of a difference between some of the calibre of the guys for JJ to get up for. So I think, one sparring style, he'll be up for it, crazy up for it.
So how long does it take into his camp where he really gets kind of pumped up almost, Rocky style?
Once people start trying to take your head off, you get pumped up and, and you get into it. But I think, realistically speaking, the TV companies wanted pay-per-view fights, and these guys on their own aren't pay-per-view stars. But both of them together against JJ is a pay-per-view fight, and that's what everyone wants, and that's what we're paid to do. So.
And obviously, you guys got a little special mention there, which I thought was quite kind almost. You guys don't really get the credit you deserve, and it seems that you got a mention in the press conference today from Slim.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they understand what a karate style is. It's definitely not that. Karate is very different to the style that JJ has, or that some of the guys in the gym use, or that we teach. It definitely isn't a karate style, but which again shows just a little bit of lack of knowledge, not in a rude way, but just there's a points kickboxing style, there's a bounce style, there's an amateur style that's entwined into it, but it definitely isn't karate style. That's not where that comes from.
Do you and Slim have a little bit of beef going on? He seemed to call you guys out there.
No, not at all. I mean, he's a lovely kid. I just think, he's just frustrated and his emotions are high, and he's, it's a really big fight for him. I get it. I have 70 to 100 of these fights every year for the last 30 years. This is no different to anything for me. We have a job to do. Now we've got two people in front of us, so it's double the sparring, double the cardio, different game plans for both different guys because they're both different shaped. It's a lot more work for us as a coaching team. It's a lot more work. But as far as it being personal, there's nothing that there's nothing he can say or to make it personal unless he goes out of line, which I'm sure he wouldn't because he's a nice guy. So I don't see, there's nothing personal for me.
No, okay, yeah. That's fair. And then we'll probably let you go. Prediction for this fight, how does it go down?
I think he knocks them both out. I think JJ knocks them both out. I think if Slim starts first, he gets knocked out. If I think AT's more sneaky with it. He's more crafty with it. He's a bit of a conditioned pro. He's been there a long time with lots of different bodies. I think he knows how to stay away from the big punch, but I think he eventually gets broken down and knocked out. I think it'll take us a bit longer to knock AT out unless AT's reckless. The good thing is if there's a lot of emotion, they try and hold their shape together. If they want to, the longer they stay in the ring with JJ, the more dangerous it is for them. If they were smart, they'd be jumping in and out and trying to wear JJ down. That would be the smart way to play this tag team match. Those two tagging each other in and out.
They get 3 tags per round.
That would be the smartest thing to do. If one of them stays in for a long period of time against the heavy hitter, if you're just a betting man, the odds are the longer you're in the ring with a guy who can punch, the more chance you have of getting hit. Right. So they're smart. They'd be tagging in and out and trying to run his cardio down and take him into the later rounds. That would be the smart way of doing it.
How many rounds is the fight?
I think it'd be 6 rounds, and they wanted 6 rounds. That's a normal tag team.
Yes.
Like 2-on-1 tag, right?
Well, main event, KSI would do 6 rounds, I presume.
6.
I saw you on the TV on Saturday from the UFC walkout. You just smile more, I thought. You look kind of sad walking out, I thought, on the TV.
No, I think, it's not. I don't really focus on me. It's the guy who's fighting. So
MVP was walking out doing his dance. Yeah. I thought you'd be laughing along, but it was he wasn't serious. It was just like this. I was like, oh, Alexis.
No, not for me. But everyone has their own walkout. People get into a fight how they do. Some people dance their way down to the fight. Other people are deadly serious. For me, it's straight business. As long as we get the job done. And unfortunately, we didn't on Saturday night. A few little technical errors, but I thought we nicked it on the 3rd round, personally, with control. But again, I can see what the judges say. Yeah. But with the UFC, I guess you listen to the boss, who's Dana White, and Dana said he called it a draw. And it's a bit, he runs the ship, so, we'll go with that.
When will MVP be out again?
We're contract fighters. They pay, we play. Whenever he says, we fight.
Right. So it's not like a 3 times a year thing then. It's whenever you want to for UFC.
It's whenever they call us. We're available. So we'd love to fight 3-4 times a year. The more the better, but it's the availability of the fights and how many shows that they put on dictates when we get called.
Okay, so
yeah.
All right, well, come down and see you guys soon in the gym. But yeah, awesome. Thanks very much, man. Awesome.
Appreciate you. Thank you. When are we going to get you in?